Burlington Northern Caboose. It's a pushing platform. Looks like 12704. It's coming on a mixed load with some old GP power on the front. We're pushing into Vancouver Center here. Currently not raining. It's actually a little bit on the warm side. Ain't too bad. Like we got some chemical, looks like maybe gas, a couple grain cars, a bunch of wood, some more chemical cars. They were just pulling down the other way as they're coming back up through the other way. Right now, if you're walking, you got to take connector. They're doing some construction. We usually go the other way for the morning, though. That gets us all our morning train footage. Yeah, they're pushing this load up into Fruit Valley, it looks like, or at least towards it. So, you know, from Mill Plain up to 39th and through there. It usually stretches past 4th Plain at least for this load. Right before the power on the front gets there. Over here we also got this RLPX. They're still working on that, number 3541. We got the red one out right now. The yellow one, I'm not sure if it's operated, but it's over there. Looks like we might have that. I'm not sure if that's that CSX from earlier or if that's a UP unit. It looks kind of yellow. But it is possible that maybe Amtrak's late. I don't see a big triangle, so we'll have to wait to see when it gets closer. Woohoo. Actually kind of quiet at the moment. Over this way, the bridge is not turned. It looks like it might be switching to rain here in a minute. It's been off and on all day. Lots of sun, lots of rain. Nice cool cloud structures. Nice little smell from the fruit mill over here. Here we got that little red guy. Let's zoom in a little bit. That's that little guy. Nice little view through there. You know, and yes, they can take that off the rail and drive it around. That's what makes that kind of cool. I still like this guy over here, though. He looks like an SW100. That's what he looks like. All right, back over here, we've got the load. 2103 is on the other side of that chemical car there. It looks like it might be a 1203 class 3, so probably petroleum in there. All right, if this other thing gets closer, I might have to switch over to the other video feed, maybe do a short. We'll see what happens. Thought for sure this load would be pushed back up in there, but I think they have to flip a switch. These pushing platforms that used to be cabooses, they're no longer, they don't go inside of them. They have to stand on the platform. They put like a light and a horn on them, a little bell so that they can honk at the intersections too. They sound really cool, but they don't get to ride them anymore. I would totally live in one. I think that's great. Oh, the fighter jets are out. I'm not even going to try to pan to it. Unfortunately, when you're in this mode, it doesn't work too well. What a beautiful sound. I love it when you get like 4 or 5 of those fighter jets in the morning just going along. They look so cool in the sunlight. Got one trying to sneak up. It's a little past the 4th Plain Bridge before the light there. I think that's where they're getting held at. All right, now we got some movement. They must have got that switch flipped. Just imagine, this is what keeps the prices in the grocery store and at the gas pump and all those places. This is what keeps your prices down. So rail is where it's at. It also keeps our highways unclogged. So definitely infrastructure pushing into these, maybe more transportation by rail. That's what's gonna help. That's what's gonna get those prices to come down more. The more trains you see, the better. This is good. Every time I see a ton of trains, I see my prices at the store go down. And not just in my town, but other towns. And a lot of times when we were going to Tacoma, when they had the old schedule for the Train 500, that the price of gas was cheaper there than it was even down here. Vancouver's usually higher. All right, here we got this nice little Reese's Pieces coming at us here. Peanut butter cup. Good old BNSF. Looks like maybe $25.91 maybe? Yeah, $25.91. I think that's a GP38, pretty sure. Imagine that being your office every day. Gonna come out here and push loads around. It's like a grown-up train set for big boys. Some of these have remote controls too, so it's just like the little kids set, just for big boys. And like always, see tracks, think train. Tracks are for trains, not people. Yes, sir. Things happen on these tracks other than trains. That's what causes delays. And we don't like that. We like to see these things moving. It's not just good for the economy, it's good for these guys. They get to go home and lay their head down at night knowing they did good. And then go running over people. They don't sleep very well. That's no life. So remember, trains only. Tracks are for trains. And you've got Operation Lifesaver in case you're interested in learning a little bit more. We talk about those little blue signs and everything, and I teach you what you need to know about rail safety. It's the real deal. Every 3 hours, somebody or something is struck by a train, person or a vehicle. Doesn't end well. Sometimes it's okay, but yep, can't tell me that isn't traumatizing. All right, 2103. We got it flashing over here. It's been a while since we show it back up. Old paint scheme. I want to say it's that H, whatever that is. I haven't geeked out on this stuff too much. Still think they look pretty cool. This is the one where they can wear that little train set thing, you know, push the little buttons and remote control it. That's what the little light on top means. Those little white things are for the air conditioning. And they got these two little tanks hooked up. A lot of times when I see that, those tanks go over here to the other side past the building. They got that tank just sitting there on the ground. There was a truck delivering there earlier, and it does that little thing. And so they have that through there. All right. I think that other is going to be a minute. So, all right. Anything else interesting happens, I'll shoot back at you. Thanks for watching.